Good morning. Sound like somebody was walking up on my door. I didn't was about to go into security mode. I was like, "Oh." Good morning. It's morning. A white t-shirt. It's got words on it. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to another edition of See You in the Morning. As y'all may know, you may not. I'm your host, Cletus Cassidy, man. And y'all are saying to yourself, well, what is See You in the Morning? What See You in the Morning is my horrible idea to get up in the morning and give y'all just a piece of me, what I got going on. Not a piece of meat. I got to make sure that I say that right every time. I'm not getting up giving you a piece of meat. Just giving you a piece of me. People out there giving out meat in the morning. There's a lot of people out there that give out morning meat. That's not me. I'm not here to give out morning meat. But for those of y'all who are wondering where you can get morning meat, I'm sure there's a place out there. There's a place for you all who need morning meat. The M&M morning meat. Anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about today, man. We're here to have a good time. It's another Monday. If this is your first time hearing this, you are about to experience something so cold. If you are a returning viewer, that means you've been here before and you decided to come back, man, I thank you. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me, and I appreciate it. So first thing we do on this show, man, is we get up in the morning and we talk about, I speak. It's the first thing I do. If I ain't sleep with you, I speak with you. Look at me making, the background is blurred, but when I do this right here, you can see what's happening in the background. It ain't a whole lot going on back there. I'll show y'all real quick. I try to blur the background. I try to blur the background so that y'all can focus on me and not what's happening back there. But see, there's that, and then there's a little light in the middle. But it's a thing. Y'all see my mama back there. That's where she at, right there where it says mom, M-O-M. Um, but when I do something crazy, I turn all the letters upside down and it becomes wow. That's just a little something that me and her do. You know, I could have changed to the background where I'm in somebody else's house. Could have done that background, but see there, every time you move the house. So I didn't want to do that at all. So we just go back to the blur. We're just gonna blur it up. First thing I do on my show is I speak to everybody that comes in and speaks to me. That's what I do. I come in and I speak to those who speak to me. So I'm gonna start it off by giving awards to the medals to the first three people to speak. And so that is this morning, the bronze medal goes to the Pride and Joy of North Carolina, Zeta Phi Beta's finest, Miss Courtney Weston Murphy. Good shout outs to her this morning. Winning the silver is Dolores Lewis. Good morning. And the gold medal winner today is Tina Hernandez. Tina Hernandez. No, don't know Tina's background. But I know the name Hernandez or Hernandez if you got a soft H. And I'm gonna tell you, you don't need to go to a doctor if you got a soft H. Your soft H's are fine. So if you got a soft H, it's Hernandez. Um, don't know if she's of any kind of what kind of Spanish descent, if any. Could just have Hernandez as a last name. It's not in my. But shout outs to the country of Mexico for winning the Gold Cup. They beat Panama last night 1-0. As the only black man that cares about soccer, they won 1-0 score in the 89th minute, and there's only 90 minutes in a game. So they won in the 89th minute. So shout outs to Mexico for winning. Now, some of y'all will be like, so we had to wait 89 whole minutes out of the 90 for them to score a goal. Others will be like, that's what soccer is. It's just magic the whole time. But we'll move on. Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Patricia. Crystal Panel. Marsha Copeland, a.k.a. Trouble. She's got on a new naked outfit. It's amazing how you can put on an outfit that's a skill. To put on clothes and still be naked. The fact that you was like, let me go put some clothes on to be naked. That's amazing. That is a skill. That is what Carnival brings out of people. The ability to put on clothes and still be naked. Good morning, Lasha Unda Dunlap, all the way from Africa. Katrina, good morning. Crystal, good morning. Joyce, good morning. On vacation and still tuned in. First of all, you up too early to be on vacation. Unless you traveling or wherever you going, you are up too early to be on vacation. Good morning, Lakeisha, Shannon, the Pope, Calvin Hill, Tanya Williams, Christina Crystal Waters, La Barbara. That's in there. Roberta, good morning. How you doing, man? Good morning, everybody. Roberta's here, so you know we can't act up. Lasha Una says she's also on vacation. That makes me feel some kind of way. The people who watch while they on vacation, I feel some kind of way. Y'all are doing a lot, and I appreciate it. Because I'm going to tell you one thing. If I'm on vacation, I'm not getting up early to listen to this foolishness. I'm not getting up early to listen to this. Not to this. Maybe something else, but not this. So I want to start y'all morning off with something that I just found hilarious that everybody might not find hilarious, but I found hilarious. My son is taking swimming lessons, and so he's learning how to swim. Oh, wait, is Lasha Una's birthday? Well, merry birthday, Lasha Una. Merry birthday to you. Man, we'll sing it out. Merry birthday to you. Merry birthday to you. Lasha Una. Merry birthday to you. Merry birthday to you. Lasha Una. Merry birthday. All right, that's enough. It's not that important. All right, so my son is taking swimming lessons, and I realize now that some of the things that we did as children was wrong. Good morning, Denise Thorne. And I got a story. To thank you for coming on, Denise. I got a story I need to tell. I realized that everybody don't treat the pool the same. There are really all rules for pool safety. I think a lot of us believe that because they put chlorine in the pool, the chlorine gonna kill everything. So you can do whatever you want to while in the pool. Anything that you feel like doing can happen in the pool because they put chlorine in. I think a lot of people feel that way. The reality is you still have to have some kind of pool safety. You still can't just act any kind of way in a pool. You still have to act correctly. There's rules. You're supposed to take that little cold shower before you get in the pool. Now, I don't know about you, but I've never really been a fan of that cold shower. That getting in the pool cold is gonna be enough. But that little cold shower that you're supposed to take before you get in there, I think that's just overkill. That is overkill. But people do it. People do it. You got to do it. They tell you want you to get in there. I didn't know it was to help keep germs out of the pool. You go in there, you stay under that cold water for about 10, 15 seconds, then you go get in the regular pool. They also say you're not supposed to pee in the pool. New information to me. New information. I've always felt like if you got to go get you to a little area that's by yourself and go ahead and pee it out. And I know it's wrong, but the pee is just a toilet. The toilet with chlorine in it. Pee it out. If we can't pee in the pool, then where can we pee? Now, I can understand that if corporately, if a whole lot of people pee in the pool at the same time, that's probably going to be bad. But you just go right ahead, man. Just go ahead, get your little pee on. Get yourself a little corner. Go down in the deep end. The thing, you ain't that many people in the deep end. You go down in the deep end, you wade in the water like the Bible say, and just let it fly. Let it fly. Now, I think it's wrong. I think you got to stay in one region. You should be right by one of them little things that take all the water in and freshens it. I think it's wrong if you pee while you moving. Now you creating a line of pee behind you. You spreading your pee in an area. You're now extending what you're doing. Or you can just get out and go pee. I never thought about people with diarrhea going to the pool until I saw this. This could be one of my favorite public service announcements of all time. Don't leave your mark at the pool this summer. It only takes one person with diarrhea to contaminate the entire pool. Joyce said, ain't no bathroom at the beach. I agree with you, Joyce. You saying it, that salt taking it out. But look at that little girl sliding down that pool. Listen here. First of all, I've had diarrhea before. I ain't even finna lie to you. I ain't never been that happy with diarrhea. There's no way that little girl got real diarrhea and she's that happy. You see that? You see that happiness in her face? You ain't sliding down that pool with diarrhea poop that happy. But look at that streak she done left down the pool. And this is crazy because this is also about social justice. You see, that's a white woman coming in, pooping in the pool. Look who's in there swimming. An Asian, the little black boy having a good time. Now, this is how I knew this was an inaccurate photo. Ain't no black parent around the outside the pool. You gotta have black parent on the outside of the pool. Black parents ain't letting their kids out of their sight with pools. We don't play that. We're gonna be right outside. The Asian girl parents, I don't know where they are. They probably still at work. But she slid down this pool and look at the Hershey that she left behind. Now, I'm glad they decided not to make a black child do it. The daddy was like, oh, you right, Lakeisha. The daddy is mortified because the daddy sees the streak. The dad was like, oh no. Oh, I believe he cussed her out. You nasty buzzard. I mean, this right here could be one of the greatest. I don't know who thought this up, who came up with this marketing campaign, but whoever it is, don't leave your mark at the pool this summer. Man, that is fantastic. And he had to say, oh, because that's exactly what was happening. And ain't no way to come back. I think they're gonna have to drain the pool. You can't just let that wash off. You can't just let that go away. They got to drain the whole pool. That's one of my favorite words. You now have fecal matter. Fecal. You now have fecal matter in the pool. Ain't no coming back from fecal. The word fecal sounds nasty. It's some words that just sound nasty. Fecal sounds nasty. Directly and indirectly, whatever it is, you don't ever want to be involved in anything fecal. Fecal is the worst. Don't leave your mark at the pool this summer. I'm gonna tell you right. Only a white child will be able to get right with that. I'm gonna tell you right now, if a black child does that at a public pool, that entire family got to move. That whole family has got to move. That whole family, you done poop in this here pool. Now my family's got to move. 'Cause you pooped in the pool. Got to move. You got to. There's no way you live that down as a little black child. If the little black child in this picture had a poop in the pool, never lives that down. You're going to be pool pooping Paul for the rest of your life. You're going to be pool pooping Paul for the rest of your life. Black people don't let people live down stuff from their childhood. You do something in your childhood, you wet the bed and people find out, you pissy Charles for the rest of your life. You done grown up, got your master's degree, done started a foundation, everything. But when you talk to people in your hometown, they be like, you know Charles Johnson? Charles Johnson, I don't know. Charles Johnson? Pissy Charles. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You can't get over that. Your whole family, you got to relocate. You got to go in witness protection if your child does that, because you're never going to make it back to school. Substitute teacher going to check you off. All right, I'm your substitute teacher, Miss Smith. I need everybody to sit down and call roll. I'm just going to go by first names in alphabetical order. Aaliyah, check. Bernard, okay. Carl, present. All right. Cassandra, present. Deja, here. Nevaeh, here. Pool Pooping Paul. Is Pool Pooping Paul here? I'm here. I'm here. That's Paul Paul. Paul Paul. Paul Paul. Paul Paul. Not, right. That Steve will get it too. And that ain't for Shiesty. Not Shiesty Steve. That's a different Steve. He'll get it too. Now, let me tell you what. Now, while we're talking, because Mondays are our motivational days. Monday are our motivational days. I like to motivate people on Mondays, man. I'm going to slide some motivation in early on today's show. Then we're going to recap the weekend. Then we're going to be out of here. I got parenting to do, all kinds of stuff. Let me tell y'all something. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how to say this. I don't know what the best way to bring it out and say it is. I was inspired this weekend. This weekend, I decided I had to do some business work. I did it over the weekend. Usually, I try to force the weekend off for myself. If I'm not doing shows, I decide I'm not gonna do no work. Like I will ignore phone calls, text messages, all that. I don't have no reason to be working. I deserve a day off too. Even if I am a business, I'm not 7-Eleven. I'm not open 24/7. Sometimes I got to draw the line and be like, I'm not doing no business. But this weekend, I decided to do some business. I had some contracts to get out. What was amazing about the contracts is it wasn't even my contracts. I was getting some contracts out for some other people, some people I'm working with, trying to provide some. I seen somebody with a need. I found somebody who could fill that need. I wanted to put them together, put a contract for them together, make all that work, right? Just a good time. I just want the black community as a whole. Good morning, my cousin Monica. I just want the black community as a whole. Good morning, Jeffrey. I want us. This is something I'm putting out to the black community. I want us to make sure that we representing ourselves correctly. A lot of us are misrepresenting ourselves, and people aren't getting to know the real us. And we do it all the time. I'm gonna tell you why. I know a young lady. I'm never gonna bring her name up because I don't even want to shame her in public. But publicly, whenever I've met this young lady has been one of the classiest ladies I've ever met in my life. Oh, classy. Articulate, well put together, knowledgeable of stuff. Even if she don't really know what she's talking about, to hear her talk about it, you think she does. Always stands strong in her beliefs, stands for herself, got Christian morals and values, all these good things. What's going on, Pastor Shy? Does a great job of representing herself overall. Until you ask her for her email address. People, we've got to do better in our email addresses. Listen, I know sometimes somebody else got your name. I know if you want to be tim.smith@gmail, there's a lot of Tim Smiths out there. You can go with smith.timothy. I know a lot of them have already been taken. A lot of your name has been taken. But sexymama24@gmail.com, loose booty Larry, we can't do it because people are judging you based on your email address. You can't be out here mocha mommy 96@gmail. We got to do better, people. We out here losing it. I met this young lady. I was gonna ask her for her email address. I was expecting something of all kinds of professionalism. And when she told me her email address was Pop That Coochie 86, I was like, wait a minute. Pop That Coochie 86. First of all, it's already referenced to a long time frame of you popping that coochie. And nobody should be popping coochie since 86. At some point, you got to retire. And here's what hurt me about it. It was Pop That Coochie 86@gmail.com, which means that was a rather new email. Ain't nobody got no real old Gmail accounts. That's a new email. That means you made the decision to step into a new email with that name. If it had been Pop That Coochie at AOL, I'd have been like, okay, she had this from when she was younger. And to make it worse, she doubled down on the Pop That Coochie. She's like, oh no, I gotta Pop That Coochie at AOL. I give that to, that's my spam email account. Wait a minute. So important people get Pop That Coochie at Gmail. But spam gets Pop That Coochie at AOL because you're not even checking that account. I was mortified. We got to do better. Pastor Shy, you a pastor. If you go to another pastor and be like, yo, pastor, what's your email address? And he be like, yo, check your hoes at the door, 86. You be like, come on, dog, you a pastor now. Denise says people create their emails years and years ago, sir. They're not changing them just to end in AOL, Gmail. That's what you're getting. I get that. I get once you find a decent email address, something that you can remember. Like, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. A hacker ain't gonna have no hard time with me. A hacker ain't gonna have no hard time with me. I'm not smart enough to remember multiple passwords. I got one. You get one password over everything. If you know one of my passwords, you can get in there. You can get my Netflix, my Hulu, my ESPN Plus, my Disney Plus, my bank accounts, my Social Security, everything. Same email. I can't be remembering a bunch of passwords. And now they keep coming up with these new password rules. It's got to be 17 characters, a special character, a number, a uppercase letter, a special symbol. Ain't nobody got time to be remembering a lot of those. For me to figure out how to get one email, one password that'll meet all of those qualifications was hard enough. It's crazy. Ain't nobody got time to be kind of learning a whole bunch of passwords. Give me one strong password. And I don't really like the way that the computer judges your password. How you gonna tell me what you feel like is strong? Weak. No, that nothing hurts more than when you sat there for an hour and a half, thought up a whole new password. You put that thing in and it don't move past that weak bar. It's still at weak. You want to add a little Viagra to your password. You want your password to come in strong. It's hard out here. It's hard. The password rules are dumb. Why do I gotta have a 75-letter alphanumeric password with special characters? You can't have a combination of numbers. Gotta have an underscore in it, 2 uppercase letters, a partridge in a pear tree, and a blood sample. It's stupid. Why would you make me change my password every 90 days? If I ain't had a problem in these 90, let it roll another 90. Now I gotta post up what no. Bernard says, get you a new email address. Just forward it to your old email address. Denise Thorne said, so there must be people out here. Denise Thorne, she must have thought her parents were through. And this is why I want people I want you to reflect on what your email address is right now. I want everybody to really think about what their email address is. Think about what your email address is. If your email address is something that you're not proud of, I say go ahead and change it. Go ahead and change it. Little booty 39 ain't gonna get it no more. Ladies, listen. Fellas, Meat Master 18. We walking into the professional world. Now, if you ain't never gonna do nothing professional in your life, keep Meat Master 18. Keep it. You can be meatmaster18 at gmail.com. That's all right. But we should be moving into something a little more. We shouldn't be contaminating the pool. I'm gonna tell you that right now. And that's what y'all doing. Y'all contaminating the email pool. Every one of y'all that got that email, those crazy email addresses, I ain't even gonna lie to you. Y'all are contaminating the email pool. Every one of y'all is doing this. This is a visual representation. This is a visual representation of what y'all do. Look at that. This is what y'all doing. Denise said, email me now at Kilo to Deja. Why? Why would we do that? That's horrible. Kilo to Deja? Neither one of them are your names. You put 2 nicknames. How ghetto is that? 2 nicknames? I'm not hiring you for anything. If I look on the application and I see Kilo to Deja at Gmail, it's going straight to the trash. Is that what you're doing? You are putting poop in the email pool while smiling. Every one of y'all. Every one of you. And I hate it. I'm tired of it. You got to do better. We know Denise ain't your name. You don't know who you are. Denise, the nephew, is confusing. I know what your name is. I know what your name is. Thick Thighs Save Lives at hotmail.com. I'm not going there. Not doing it. Not doing it. Lasha Una, you look like somebody that I have a ratchet email address. I know it's different over there in Africa. Y'all didn't know the rules. You're in America. And I'll give you that, Lakeisha. Lakeisha, there was no email selecting etiquette in the mid-90s. No, it wasn't. In the mid to late 90s, it won't none. And that's fine. We're no longer in the mid to late 90s. That was 30 years ago. Curious Lady 29. But see, at Hotmail, that's fine. My email address is thelovely7242. And that's fine, I guess. Oh, the numbers at the end. We don't need. Well, listen, I don't need a passcode in your email address. You know, Curious Lady 29. We understand there's a whole lot of other curious ladies out there. You got to make sure you're the right one. We doing some reviews. We reviewing people's email addresses today. That's hilarious. D Lovely 7242. You can still get a job. Depends on where. I'm not hiring you at a law firm, but McDonald's or strip club all the way. Marche 48. Easy. That's your name. It's a phonetic spelling of your name. Hireable. Look at this. Perfect. Oh, perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Lisa D. Bishop 14 at Yahoo. Thank you, Lisa. Beautiful. Well done. Professional, the way that it should be. We understand that there may be some other Lisa D. Bishops out there. That's fine. Now, the 14, now the number at the end can take whatever significance you wanted to take in your life. You could be the 14th one. That 14 can mean something to you. It could be your date of birth, whatever. Love it. Love it. Get them draws 69 at Hotmail. Just gonna move on. Candy Nursewood. I don't know. Candy Nurse? I don't know. That's close. And when I think about it, I think about somebody that dances the Hotmail is old. JB14K at Yoho. I guess that's supposed to be Yahoo. JB14K, I like it. It's playful. 14K is gold. I like it. Look at that. Beautiful. BS Green. It's your name. BS Green 79. It's your date of birth. I like it. Now you're gonna get yourself a little bit, people gonna be like, oh, that's when she was born. So now you already setting yourself up for age discrimination, but I like it. It's classy. Look at this. Miss T. Riddick. Beautiful. Love it. Educator at Gmail. Tells what you do. Love it. Not I want you now at AOL.com. Nope. Listen, now this one here, unless you know her, you could almost be like, no, it fits you because we know you barely making it up to the keyboard. You one of them people that can barely reach the keyboard because you're short. So I get it. CC West in 2001, like it, because even if we start thinking it's your age, that still puts you at 20 years old. Now, I believe you more than 20. I'll give you 25. But I like it. It works, Courtney. Well done. Well done. I'm glad we were able to review these names. I'm glad we were able to review. I hope today's Monday motivation was enough to touch you to look over your email address. Even if you just got to go, email addresses are free. Even if you got to go with a just in case professional email address, I want y'all to start it up. Don't get caught out here ratchet emailing. Well, Big Booty, see, now that one though, Big Booty Judy at hotmail.com, I'm accepting and I want to know who she is. I might just text that right now. I might send an email. Matter of fact, I'm just going to send her one of the ones that say hi. You know, like them scam messages you get when the people text your number and be like, hey, this is Sarah. I'm outside. Which email address I want to use? Okay. I'm outside. They be like, this is wrong number. Then she just keep going. It's crazy. See the Crimson Lady 9. That's cool. You had a dog named Crimson. You a Delta. All that works. It all works. Blackwell 227. And then there's no place like home. Better believe it. See, that could mean a lot. Black people see that name, Blackwell 227, immediately get excited. There's no place like home. We get excited. White people said, oh, okay, her birthday's on February 27th. Awesome. But black people get excited. Well done. Well done, Sasha. You can graduate with that. Y'all see Sasha's in a cap and gown. Sasha wouldn't have been able to be in a cap and gown. You can't apply for your cap and gown, whatever senior year. You're not gonna get to do a dissertation if you send them Send all my graduation stuff to bigbootyjudy@hotmail.com. It's going to get lost. It's going to get lost. Dolores says, everybody have an amazing day. That's her saying she leaving. Black people love to announce when they leaving. All right, y'all, I'm out. I'm gone. You ain't never hear black people will do it. And black people will keep doing it until somebody says something back to them, too. You ever been in a party or a gathering of some sort and somebody get ready to go and it's not a real popular person? And they be like, all right, everybody, I'm out. Don't nobody say nothing. So they just going to keep repeating it. Okay, y'all, I'm gone. All right, man, go ahead, get on up out of here. They're going to keep saying it until somebody responds back. Somebody in the room got to say bye to them. It's certain people, if they start walking towards the door, people be like, you leaving? You gone? No, I'm just going to the car real quick. Other people, they roll out. They doing cartwheels to the door. Don't nobody care. I'm not saying that about you, Dolores. We miss you when you gone. Other than that, I'm getting ready to leave too because it's time for me to go. Big ups to my good friend Tamara, like a camera shoemake. Her amazing son, he had AAU baseball all weekend, and he did an amazing job. They writing letters about him. He pretty much got drafted after this weekend, so I'm proud of him. Man's doing a fantastic job of being the black kid that still plays baseball. We got to really work. We got to work on it, man. It's like 8% of the kids, 8% of Major League Baseball players are black. Baseball used to be a black person sport. We just not playing it no more. And I blame the mamas. I blame single motherhood on boys not playing baseball anymore. I don't even know what an Irish goodbye is, Lakeisha, but it sounds nasty. I don't know what an Irish goodbye is. But man, it sounds like something you pay $40 for. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I don't know what hey, you giving out Irish goodbyes? I'm ready. The happy ending and the Irish goodbye, that sound about the same thing. But now I know y'all wondering why I would blame the lack of black kids playing baseball on the mamas. Lasha Una said her son plays baseball as well. Back in the day, black mamas didn't care. They take you to everything. They make you a little thing of punch for the whole team. That's what I used to love. I loved about my mom. I played baseball growing up, and my mom would get a big cooler, fill that up with Kool-Aid, and bring butter cookies out there for the kids. That would be the snack. And you just stick your finger in the cookies, you know. But now these new mamas, see, baseball is taxing. Baseball is taxing. It's a taxing sport. Only because it's played in the summer and it's hot. New mamas don't have time for hot. Old mamas and old grandmamas had an intolerance. They could take anything. See, y'all remember, listen, crime went up when the air conditioner was invented. Old school, when we didn't have no air conditioning, everybody sat on the porch. Everybody sat on that porch, they watched, couldn't commit no crimes because there's always somebody on the porch. Now that we got air conditioning, everybody's in the house. Don't nobody got time for it. Everybody's in the house, air conditioning, crime is happening outside, can't nobody see it, they in the house. That heat is overbearing in baseball. Baseball heat is different. Football, you get at least a month of fall. You get some fall weather, then it moves into cold, but you can always put on more clothes and sip some cocoa, all kinds of stuff like that. Baseball hot is just different. Baseball fields don't have no trees. You just sitting in the hot. These new mamas don't have time to be uncomfortable. They love some AAU basketball. Oh, they love them some. Oh, that AAU basketball. Oh, you will find single mamas galore. Fellas, I'm telling you right now, if you're trying to find a little something, a little smash and dash, or a little something young, little young PYT, AAU basketball. That's where they at. Track and baseball, they giving up on that. It's too hot out there. But AAU basketball, indoors, air conditioned arenas, man, shoot. They out there. And they can wear whatever they want to. They out there. Y'all say, I'll stick with basketball. That's where they gonna be. That's where they gonna be. Basketball tournament, man, they in there. And they need it. And you got all day to really pitch woo, because the basketball tournament, they're gonna play about 4-5 games every tournament. Get in there. AAU basketball is what you want. Baseball, Cost $16,000. You gotta pay $16,000 to play. You bat $400. Got to buy balls. You got to buy gloves. You got to buy cleats. Eye black, batting gloves. You got to buy too much stuff, a cup to keep it protected. Then they got to be cool. They got to wear all this stuff on their arms and hats, jerseys. Baseball costs too much. Costs too much. I like the sport. Costs too much. Basketball, I'm getting there for $50. $50. And then there's gonna be a dad. There's gonna be a dad out there that's coaching the team. He just wanna live glorious. So he don't even care if your kid can play. He just wants you on the team so he can get to you. See, AAU basketball coaches are the nastiest coaches out there. Ain't no telling. While your kid plays with his balls, he wants you to play with his balls. There's a lot of ball play. AAU basketball coaches are the nastiest. They the nastiest coaches. Now, Little League football coaches, number 2. And we're going to go ahead and put it on out there. AAU basketball coaches are the nastiest, followed by Little League football coaches. Little League football coach put your child on the field if you give them something. If you give, a lot of y'all ladies ain't been using Forrest Gump mama's mentality. And you tired of your child riding the bench, then you need to get in the game. If you tired of going to the game and your child ain't getting in, you need to get in the game. You need to do what you need to do to get your child in that game. AAU basketball coaches, nastiest ones. They'll put anybody in there. Them football coaches, number 2. And it's neck and neck. Football coaches, because so many kids, you can hide a kid. I'm going to tell y'all now, I coached Little League football for a long time. Kept my virginity. Coached for a long time. Now, I'm not going to lie to y'all. There were some moments where I felt like, why me? Why me? I saw coaches all around me sleeping with moms. Getting panties thrown at them. No mom was trying to sleep with me. It made me feel some kind of way. I seen some of the ugliest coaches. Man, some coaches, they was moms lined up. Pop. You know. Not me. I never had the moms come up to me and be like, hey, I'm trying to give you a little bit of this. You know, can little BJ get in the game? For a BJ for BJ? Never happened to me. I never had a BJ for BJ. Never happened. Like he said, ride the bench or ride the coach. And they'll just let their kids suffer on the bench. The moms on the teams that I had was like, you know what? Charles just isn't good enough. Thank you for working with him in practice. He'll get some time as he gets better. What? Wait, why y'all got morals? Why all minds got morals? It used to be hurtful. It hurt my pride a lot. I used to do, this is a little secret that I tell guys all the time. If you got a parent, and it's usually a dad, it's usually not the moms. The moms will accept that their kid can't play. They just out there to get you. The Lord hit me in a time of trouble. Yeah, he kept my virginity intact. If there's any guys out there that's going to coach football, anybody that's going to watch this on the backhand side and you're going to be a football coach, here's how you get rid of those problem dads. These problem dads. They'd be like, my son need to play more. And you already realize that his son is fat, slow, and asthmatic. He need to be in the game more. He need to play a little bit more. Listen, he non-violent. He won't hit. He won't tackle. And that dad is right. You watch him in practice, you realize he garbage. The dad coming up with excuses. He ain't a practice player. You got to put him in the game. Watch him shine. You know? Here's the key, guys, especially in Little League football. Put one of your worst players, if he's really bad, put him at wide receiver. Every time. Now his dad is excited. Ha ha! That's my boy. Huh? My boy's a wide receiver. That's it. He Michael Irvin. He Megatron. He gonna go out there, he gonna buy that little boy gloves, all kinds of stuff. Put him at wide receiver. Now the boy couldn't catch cold butt naked in the freezer, but you got him at wide receiver. Now his daddy is happy. Now next step, his daddy gonna be like, why he ain't getting no playing time? Cool. Put him in the game. To the opposite side of where the play is going. If the play is going to the left, line them up at the right and spread them way out. Tink, move over some, all the way over to the other sideline. There you go. Good job. Now he done took a man out to play. He in the game, and his daddy think he playing. His daddy's excited. Look at my boy, number 3. Yeah, oh, he a killer. Y'all watch. In the game, they got to throw him the ball. He open. All right, he was open though. Y'all saw him come out the ball. I know it's a running play, but he was wide open, you know. Every now and again, just throw the ball at him and tell the quarterback to overthrow it. But hey, look, we're going to throw the ball to Tink. Just throw it too far. Nothing good's going to happen if he actually gets it. Sometimes throwing the ball right to him so he can drop it. His daddy going to blame everything else. You put Tink in, you throwing the ball, he drop it. Man, look, why y'all got these kids playing in the daytime? It's sun outside. You know, he more of a nighttime player. We practice at night, you know. He catch everything when it's dark. Coach, you know he at night. Don't worry about it. We'll talk about it. He can't catch with sun. He allergic to sun rays. But you just shut him up. Shut him down. That's what you got to do. I'm getting ready to get out of here, man. I'm going to either take my daughter to work or go lay back down. I don't have no pants on, so I got to put something on. Liberating weekend, even though it was crazy, man. I was at a cookout this weekend. It was an amazing cookout, man. Next time I'm going to invite some people to the cookout. Great time. And then since then, I just ain't worn no drawers. I just been out here just fancy free around my house. It's been liberating. It's been liberating just to run around balls loose, you know? It's been a great time. I think we all should do it more often. I know a lot of ladies, I know a lot of y'all don't wear drawers, especially during sundress season. Fellas, we should start going around loose meat. Go out here commando. Put them shorts on, man, and don't put nothing on in between the two. Basketball shorts are what you want to wear. If you got anything with a zipper, I say always protect yourself. But a pair of basketball shorts, put them on. Let them flow. It's something liberating about a balls-free weekend. Look, I'm gonna eat chili cheese Fritos for breakfast. That's how liberated I feel this year. Lisa said I miss being free. Don't have that bondage, Lisa. Don't bind yourself. You might have a professional job, so yeah. But if your email is loosebooty86, I don't expect you to be wearing drawers at all. At all. Lots of strange stuff in the news, things like that. It's been a great time, man. It was a crazy weekend. Lady got kidnapped, but then ended up back at the house. I don't even know how that works. The kidnappers clearly just took her somewhere near her home. I don't understand the story. They said that she found a baby on the side of the road and she stopped to get the baby then. And I seen an episode of SVU just like this. I just watched the episode of SVU like this. And she found her way to the house. I don't know how that works, but we'll let that go. We'll talk more about that because that leads to some bigger problems because there are a lot of women of color who have come up missing recently, and we need to really be on that because it brought up people like it wasn't getting enough national attention. They were saying because she's black, so I don't know. We'll see what's going on. We'll talk about that more in depth on Tuesday. Tuesday is more of a day to really talk about something like that. But other than that, man, y'all have a fantastic day. Today's gonna be the first day of the week. You know, we master our Monday. We feel like when we can master Monday, the rest of the week has no choice but to bow down. So let's make the rest of the week bow down. What's up, my man Dion? You're right. Ain't nobody heard nothing about the baby. They were like, maybe they were using the baby as bait. We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about all that tomorrow. But let's go out here and master our money, man. Let's make something positive come out of today. Something positive come out this Monday. Let's push for this Monday to be great. And I'm sure once we make this Monday great, the rest of the week will work out. And if for some reason Monday don't work out the way that we want to, tomorrow we'll start over. I'm telling you. We only get one today, man. We only get one today, and that today is a gift. That's why they call it a present. So let's make the most of it. All right. I love y'all, man. We tune in tomorrow. Here comes an awkward pause just so we can hit some buttons. Here's me and my model face. That's a bad model. Contemplative. Here's me trying to figure out why your email address is loosebooty69.